It is 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I do not like waking up, but today, the E90 is being sold. It's a sad day. But yeah, the new owner of the car drove about 3.5 hours. So, kind of had to wake up early, you know. Don't know if you guys can tell, but this video is shot on an iPhone. Whole reason being is because I forgot my camera at the shop, so kind of have to do what I have. But yeah, anyways, kind of had this deal lined up for about 2 weeks as far as selling the E90. And the guy that wants to buy the car just wanted the car really bad, I guess. So just had to wait for him. And waited about 2 weeks for him to get some time, I guess, to come down to Florida. So he was able to come down, but the only time was actually on a Sunday morning, and I didn't have any other time available as well, so I guess it kind of works out. As far as the price goes, I'm selling the car for $19,500. If anyone is not interested, if anyone is curious, I should say. So $19,500 with all the mods, everything, all the maintenance that's already done, pretty much everything that I've done throughout the whole entire time the car has been on the channel. Yeah, I mean, the car has been through its paces ever since I bought it, which was like, I guess, a year ago or something like that. It went through its stock stage all the way to where it is now, where it makes almost 600 horsepower with still the 17T Chinese turbos. And I'm guessing those are gonna go one day, but I don't think they're gonna go anytime soon. So I don't think it's something to worry as far as the new owner goes. But the main reason why I'm getting rid of the car is because I'm just kind of done. You know, there's not really much to do besides, I guess, going single turbo on the car, and with going single turbo, I will have to do more fueling, figure out what I need to do as far as that goes, and then upgrade the rear end, do all kinds of stuff, because the car doesn't have traction still. It takes about 3 or 4 pulls to get traction. Fueling wise, I would have to upgrade to a stage 3 pump, possibly do like if I was to do a single turbo kit, I would probably do a surge tank setup, and anything that comes with, you know, single turboing the car, like other supporting mods, which I already have pretty much everything else, but I just didn't want to go that route because the car already runs really good, and I haven't had a single issue with the car. Just running those 17T turbos, it's been, I don't know, like 10,000 miles or something like that. So I didn't want to take them off just for no reason, unless they blew or something like that, and which didn't happen. Sorry, I'm kind of driving and like talking, doing all this recording at the same time, so you'll see my fingers in the camera, but it's okay, you'll deal with it. being daily driven, but in a couple weeks I'm gonna just break the car and start working on it, because I do have a couple things coming in here and there, which I'll show you guys in the later videos. E92 is the same thing. I have to finish the wide body kit, which I haven't showed you guys. The rear end of the car, I just showed you the front end, so that has to be done. So that costs money, and if I keep modding the E90, I won't have money for the E92 or the E91, so I had to get rid of the one that's finished. And somebody else can enjoy this car. I would say this car is like probably 80% done. Reason I say 80% is drivetrain wise, they would need a LSD to put the power down, and then engine wise, I mean, you would need, I guess, a fueling for the port injection if you want to turn up boost. And interior wise, it doesn't need a lot of work. I would say that's the most amount of work as far as the car needs. It would be the headliner, the A, B, and C pillars that would need to get redone, and possibly new door cards, because they are kind of, you know, not in the best shape, especially like the clips on the door. They're just kind of weird. So that's pretty much it, I guess. That's why I say it's like 80% done. My next step was actually going to be doing the interior on this car. I was going to rewrap the headliner, redo everything on the inside, make the car look nice, but I decided to just part ways with the car and focus on the other two turds I have. And also, there's another car that's coming, which I won't tell you guys until I get the car. I might throw it in this video, I might not, we'll see. But just know that there's another car coming. And it's not a car that's gonna cost me more to maintain than this, for sure. So when you guys see it, you guys will be definitely surprised on what the car is. It's a BMW, but you guys just have to see it. That's it. That's it. Well, it's officially sold, and she's on her way to Georgia. As you can see, no license plate. It's been a fun ride, but it's time for somebody else to enjoy the car. Jazz. The new Jazz chapter begins. Yeah. So, I don't know how to continue this video, but I'm just gonna say that I bought another car. And it's right here. Most people already know this car, and I had to buy it because it's something that I always need or want. I don't know. It's something that I always come back to, and it, like, once I sell it, I go without a car for like a 6-month period, and then I come back right to it because I'm like, I need one because it looks cool. Or somebody has a car like this that I'm about to show you guys, and I'm like, I gotta have one again. So I had an opportunity to buy this car, and that's essentially why the E90 is gone. Plus, obviously, the E90 already kind of finished the car, and I had nothing else to do besides single turboing the car. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that because the car runs fine. So I guess let me show you what I got. You ready? Ta-da! This, yep, it's the exact same E36 that I had. Exact same car. Bought it from the guy that I sold it to. Car's been sitting for like a year since I sold it. The previous owner, or I guess the owner that got, or the guy that bought it from me, barely drove the car, barely did anything to it. He was gonna turn it into a drift car, but it was too clean of a car to turn it into a drift car. So he decided to sell it, and I said no at first, but then I was like, yeah, just hold the car, I'll buy it. Yes! Yes! But nothing has changed. It looks the same way as I left it. Same wheels. It's got the same carbon roof delete. It has the same seats that are bucket seats. Interior is pretty much the same. It has the same new carpet in there, new dash, all that stuff. The only thing is the door cards. It's got OEM door cards now, because it did have the aftermarket door cards and they were shit. And it also has back seats now, so it's sort of, I guess, child friendly-ish. Still a tin can though. Besides that, the only thing that's done to the car, I did get the car a while ago, like 2 weeks ago, so I had to paint it in certain parts because it was fucked up. But that's pretty much all good. And what else? I think that's it. That's literally everything else is the same. He hasn't even touched the car. He hasn't even driven like 1,000 miles. So I literally got it back, painted it, and redid the tint. So now we're back to E36 content. And we already have the first like 3-4 mods maybe. So if you want to see some E36 shit, go ahead and subscribe. Cheers.